And we're going to start with Galaxy, which I spent a ton of time on this game really early on in development. As you can see, it's looking awesome. Okay, here we go. And then I actually had to hand it off and got busy with other projects, and so I took a lot of time where I wasn't spending any time with Galaxy, and it's really only gotten better in the interim. I know you guys have had a lot of hands-on time with it in the past over certain levels, and I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of what you're going to see today. What we're going to do today for you is have you sit down and basically play the game from the beginning. We're going to have it time out at about an hour so that everybody can get a chance to actually do this, but you're basically going to be experiencing the game in its retail form where you're going to sit down at home, plug it into your TV, and play it. So let me just hop in. I have one save file here so I can just kind of show you how to navigate. You guys will play through an introductory level, and then eventually you're going to end up at this hub. And basically what this is it's a cosmic observatory, and it acts as your hub world, sort of similar to the castle in Super Mario 64. So you can see we're going to run around over here. Basically, the grand galaxies, as they are called, are sort of located in central domes. This particular one that I went to is called the Terrace. And basically, you go in. You guys probably recognize this if you played any of the other versions. This is a grab star. And when you press A and grab it, you go up and you get a zoom out. And here are the galaxies that you can actually go to. You won't be seeing this when you first go into this particular area. You're probably only going to see one galaxy that's open. And in true Mario tradition, you're basically going to be collecting stars and opening up more and more galaxies. What would happen, depending on how long you play, and you guys probably actually won't get far enough to do this, but as you can see over there, it's quite dark. As you get more and more grand stars, you actually are going to illuminate areas of the observatory and be able to access them. It's actually sort of similar to the sunshine mechanic. You're probably not going to get that far, but in any case, when you go in, basically pick your galaxy, and once you get into that, let's go. You guys have probably seen this one before, but I'll do a little mission that you haven't seen before. Once you pick which galaxy you're going to go into, you will then basically have the opportunity to do different missions within that galaxy. So the first time you go in, it's probably only going to have the first one, which if you guys are familiar with I think it's probably the E3 version. It was the one where you first got the B suit. This one I've actually beaten all 3 levels, so I'll show you this, guys. I always enjoy embarrassing myself in front of large groups of people, so I'll fight a boss here. And most of you will remember the controls, I'm sure, but I'll run over them really quickly just in case anybody hasn't seen them before. You run around with the control stick, of course. Shaking does your spin move, which you basically do is everything from launching you out of stars to fighting enemies to breaking through crystal to anything. A button is your jump. If you press the Z button in midair, whoa, that guy almost got me. You do your ground pound. You can also do your super jump by pressing both at the same time or running into the wall. And if you're not moving, you can do your backflip. These guys are actually called mandibugs. They've taken over the honey hive kingdom. And of course, with your Wii remote, you can collect star crystals as they appear. You can shoot them at things with the B trigger. And I don't think we're going to have it, I'm certainly not going to do it in this demo, but you guys know that you can play in co-op mode as well, where you have a second Wii remote collecting star crystals and firing them at enemies. All right, so let me hop up here. Take a little trip. If any of you guys have seen me do a demo of this before, you know that I'm absolutely in love with the look of this game. I think it's, bar none, the prettiest game on the system. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And one of the things that it really does for me is it's just sort of a constant sense of wonder as you're wandering around. You really literally don't know what you're going to see next in this game because there's no limits. I mean, you're in outer space, so the team has had total creative direction to basically do whatever they want. So you'll never know what's going to be around the next corner, and you really never know what kind of creatures you're going to be seeing. The story arc, if you can call it, of this particular galaxy is that the bees have been basically taken over by these creatures called mandibugs, which you saw a little one sort of attacking me before. And the head of the mandibugs is right over here. We'll see how badly I can lose to him. All right, this is going to get ugly. I don't want to hear any heckling either. This is really hard. All right. First, we'll get airborne here. All right. Of course, I'm giving you the hint on how to beat them yourselves, but I trust that you guys are decent enough Mario players that you probably would have figured this out on your own. You can also haul over here, grab onto the honeycomb if you want to wait for him to come back. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh. All right, he's dropping bombs now. Yes. And true Mario tradition. Now he's really fast, and so the last one's going to be really, really hard. That did not work. I don't know if you guys remember these dandelions from Jungle Beat, which, as many of you know, is one of my favorite games of all time. Same team, of course. All right. Oh, man, I can't believe I missed that. The beauty of this game, too, though, is, you know, even when you fail, it's awesome fun. Oh, not when you fail that bad, but it's the type of game that you'll basically play a level over and over again, and maybe you get sucked into a black hole 5 times out of 6, but that 6th time is really where it's at. Okay, lost my beat power. Water, of course, makes the beat power go away, so you gotta avoid that in this boss battle. Man, he keeps going sideways. Oh. Yes. So there's like no applause. This is the worst crowd. Anyways, you can see that star is clear. That's not some strange, nefarious new star. It's actually just because I've gotten this